let's talk about why is Elon Musk melting down right now. This is not a good week for Elon Musk. And I know that we are, especially I am absolutely liking to talk about Elon Musk because for, I don't know, it's almost now, how many years? I'm talking about him about 8 years or since the beginning of my channel, because this guy is absolutely twisted. Okay, so I will read from you two articles. One is from Gizmodo and the other one is from, I think, Finance, Yahoo Finance. Okay, so we like to talk about finance on this channel. I have a lot of finance stuff on this channel, so you can search it. So Elon Musk had this interview. I haven't watched it, and I will watch later another time, and because I want to see his behavior, because I love to do his behavior analysis. But for that now, we just read through. We will just read through what happened in the interview. Okay. So this article reads, Elon Musk melts down over perfectly normal questions in wild new interview. Elon Musk sat down with the editor-in-chief of The Economist for a taped interview that went live Thursday. The Tesla CEO has been avoiding normal journalists recently, even canceling a planned interview with CNBC earlier this month. And it now seems pretty obvious why. Musk has a hard time answering normal questions about his often fascist and sometimes incoherent worldview. The interview started cordially enough with Economist editor Zani Minton-Badeus asking Musk about his thoughts of the future of artificial intelligence. By the way, if you haven't already subscribed to my Responsible AI channel, I have a great video there already published this week, yesterday actually, where my predictions on 2023, word for word, including this guy, Elon Musk, and the Dodge and everything, I said then happened. You need to watch that video. It's in my Responsible AI channel, okay? Subscribe there and watch it. You don't want to miss it because I highlighted those historical moments that I predicted. My God, you need to watch it. So, Musk insisted that AI will exceed human intelligence in 5 years and that humans will no longer be in charge of the world in 10 years. Badeus pressed Musk several times on what that means and how his companies will continue to exist. The billionaire rambled on and on in a way that didn't really stand up to any scrutiny. If you have vast numbers of robots with vast amounts of digital intelligence, you have a sort of quasi-infinite economy, said Musk. The future is going to be very, very different from the past. There's no analogy or metaphor that I think illustrates the magnitude of change that we are going to experience here. Musk was asked how his companies would make money is in this version of the future. That was so good. And he insisted that money won't matter in 2036. Yeah, of course, he says that. He claimed that everyone would have a high income from doing nothing and that people might still perform some kind of labor as a hobby, much in the same way that people might grow their own tomatoes in a home garden. See, that's what I'm saying. These people are so off the scale, out of touch. It's just surreal. Like, even, like, we will get to this. Like, what are you talking about? He claimed that everyone would have high income from the egg. Okay. Musk insisted backyard tomatoes weren't as good as those you can buy from the store, but people still do it anyway. That will be news to anyone who has had a delicious backyard tomato, which frequently tastes so much better. Again, Musk has said this kind of thing before. Interviewers, especially podcasters who are just fans of Musk, won't probe for specifics after he makes such bold statements. Exactly my exact thought when I was just reading this, because he just throws up some stuff, right? He throws up some bold statements, no backing up. I'm telling you, this guy is not a genius. He's not this. This is not a genius. This is as I have multiple videos from 6-7 years ago on my channel. Then it's titled, and search for it, you will see. Elon Musk is a PR genius, PR guru. Nothing more, nothing less. He is not this scientifically intelligent person as he claims, or he makes it. He is a PR guru. That's what he does. He is perfect in PR. That's it. That's it. He sells himself like such. And his followers literally blindly believing in everything he throws up, don't even press on that. But that has changed. This is now, he's now digging himself into deeper and deeper, because people are not that stupid anymore. Because many people, especially Gen Zs and lower, don't buy that stuff anymore. Okay? Maybe another time we'll do the Gen Z rise in India right now, right? So if you follow that, let me know in the comments if you want me to do a video on that, because there's some very important stuff going on there about Gen Zs. Like, you know, I talk a lot about generations and the socio-political, socio-psychological analysis of the generations of the society. So important. That what's going on there is so important. So, but Bodeus didn't let him get away with the idea that everyone will just have a high income. She asked how this would be implemented. What do you want money for? You want money for goods and services, right? You want money for mostly food, housing, transport, entertainment, said Musk. Well, if that is so abundant that the robots and AI are providing more goods and services than you, then any human could possibly consume, what do you need money for? From that point on, it was all downhill for Musk. He suggested that everyone read Lane Banks for a vision of the future, and Bodeus pointed out that Banks was a socialist. Musk insisted he wasn't. Musk said he wanted a Star Trek version of the future, which is also a version of the future that is routinely referred to as space communism. When Bodeus asked Musk about his time with the so-called Department of Government Efficiency, Doge, I made a prediction about Doge in 2023, so go watch that video. He got extremely defensive. She pointed out that people had suffered and died from the destruction of US aid as an agency. Not only did Musk insist that no one died, but he also said that US aid's function were transferred to the US State Department and all he did was get rid of the fraud. In fact, there have been many deaths from the cuts to foreign aid. Musk was pressed again on how his high-income future would work in practice. I think that the Treasury should just simply issue people checks, said Musk. Badius responded, but where is the revenue coming from? I mean, I am enough of an economist. If you just issue checks, you are going to have inflation. Musk claimed inflation wouldn't be a problem. He said that you could print money and actually get deflation because there will be so much abundance produced. This guy, I mean, he's on cracks or something. I swear to God, like I'm telling you. Baudet pointed out that Musk frequently antagonizes people online, especially when it comes to what he claims is happening in Europe. The billionaire promotes racist, far-right political actors in the UK and Germany. Most recently, he used X to spread racist movie that villainizes immigrants called Citizen Vigilante. Musk appeared to shrug when Baudet noted that German political party he supports, AfD, is home to some neo-Nazis. Bedoes also pointed to Musk's belief that Britain is headed for civil war, a prediction she clearly does not share. Musk defended his action but really flew off the handle after Bedoes asked about the contradictions Musk seemed to present. She noted that Musk talks about his utopian world that's just over the horizon with humanoids, robots, and AI doing all the work. But how does he square that with the idea that Europe is a hellhole of immigrants ruining everything? On one hand, we started this conversation and you described to me that extraordinary, transformative, amazing civilizational changing stuff that's happening in the next 10 years. And yet, you are also, an ongoing participant in the worst kind of tribalism, cesspit of social media. Baudet asked how he can believe in these two very views of the world. Exactly. Musk simply responded, I don't think they are inconsistent. What? Without elaborating further. Of course you can't elaborate. So this is what Elon Musk is like many narcissists, right? And that this is the proof that this guy has no actual scientific brain or is a genius in that scientific sense, because when you confront this guy, because he's used to be praised up here and everything he throw up is being like praised, right? Like the genius has spoken. But when an actual person who is knowledgeable about stuff that he throws up like that is talking, he just don't know what to say and stops and rumbles and because it's just empty bubble. It has no substance. It's just, I'm telling you, since 8 years, one of the first videos on my channel, I literally have tons of Elon Musk videos back from the 8 years ago. He is a PR guru. That's what he does. That's what he can do best. He's presenting and marketing himself as a genius. That's not, because she's clearly asking him actual questions. Both two opposite things. He just throws up these ideas and he twisted the words so much, and he obviously cannot bring two and two words together to make a sentence, and rambles on. Remember, when I talk about this Professor C, right, that rambling on is an important psychological manipulation tactic. Rambling on and on and on and on. That triggers, like, the psychologically, you kind of make people believe you're some sort of genius, that your brain is so active that you rumble on all of these words to just get it, because you're such a genius that you cannot bring this stuff together. I'm telling you, that's a psychological tactic that Professor Xi is also using, which I have on my Friday Night Live also here. Okay, that's a psychological tactic. This is what Elon Musk is doing all the time. But actually, if you, and you know, Trump can also not speak, but this is different. Xi is different, this is different. They are marketing himself as this genius who has so many ideas that, oh my God, that's why he cannot bring two and two together. So he presents two separate worldviews, ideas, and then when you press on that, he says, oh, they're not so different. How is that not different? So what you say is the world is so abundant that you don't have to work anymore, and then in this side you present everything like a ultra neo-Nazi idealism on this side. So, and you poo-poo immigrants. So how does it even come both ideas together? Everything is abundant world, like this amazing world. For who? Me? For you. Not for the immigrant, obviously. For you. People like you. Because money doesn't matter anymore. Do you see that point? Do you see that? Because he had reached for a moment, for 7 days or 12 days, the trillionaire status that he lost in 12 days, that it doesn't matter anymore. That's, do you see the mindset? The money doesn't matter. Like, what is he can be billionaire, trillionaire, and then I don't even know what's above trillionaire. Doesn't matter. Do you see this? But on this side, because he wants the immigrants to be out. That's the racist neo-Nazi idealism. You want to be out, clean up the world, just for you guys to enjoy the abundance of the society, of the world, like tomatoes in your backyard. Musk is a good programmer, but his nonsense views on the future is job working. So he is not even a good programmer. There were so many things came out that I also talked about, that his programming was being leaked in these games that he played, and turns out what he put out as a programming was a complete engineering nonsense. And that accidentally came out during online gaming. Like, the actual engineers and programmers said, what the heck is this? Doesn't make any sense. So then it was like a big deal on social media that he doesn't even know how to program, or the programming language even. That was all over X at that time. This was like maybe 1.5 years ago. Yeah, that's why I'm saying he's not even a programmer. So, okay. She then noted that people believe Musk is a racist, The billionaire defended against the accusation that he is a racist. We just said it, right? But by pointing out that his partner, Neuralink executive Shivan Zils, is half Indian. Oh my god. Like, dude, this is the thing. But I'm not racist, but see, my partner is half Indian. My wife is like JD Vance. My wife is Indian, like Indian American. Like, this is like this is so ignorant. Like, I can't even describe how unbelievable absurd this is. The mindset of these racists are unbelievable. They don't get it. They just don't get it. My partner she's half Indian, and I have 4 children with her. Since when did it become 4? Since when did it become 4? Wasn't 2? Since when is it 4? This guy produces like a maniac, I'm telling you. One of them was named after a famous Indian physicist. So I would say I'm not a racist. You see? Like, so what? I mean, you cannot get your bottom in check and prove, I'm not a racist. This has nothing to do with that. If you are not racist, you don't support AFD. Period. We know who your father is, what he's done there. And also, if you look at the people that are employed at my companies, you know we have senior executives of all races. I don't think there's any racism there. Of course, because you need them. Because you need those engineers are often from India or from other Asian countries. This is nothing to because you need them. That's what it is. Bedoes followed up by asking if he was anti-Muslim. Oh, all right, let's see. Okay. And he was much less willing to explicitly deny that he is. See? Do you just see? I just said it, right? I just said it. I didn't even read the article. I just said it to you right now, right? This is what it is. This is who he is. They don't understand what the heck is come out of their mouth. They just live their life as they wish, as their bottom half wants, and then twist it, turn it, and then how they get satisfied financially, work-wise, personal life. And then see. But on this side, the real people inside of them is completely different. You serve me financially, career, and personally, you serve me. But I am actually this. This is who he is. These are the racist people. Exactly like this. Narcissist people are like that too. You serve me and I need to be satisfied with all of this, but I'm actually really this, but you don't want to see me this side because I'm promoting in the PR like that. But people are not dumb seeing this because they believe, and they sincerely believe nobody sees this. They sincerely believe nobody sees behind of this. They just see this because that's what they present. The PR, the narcissism. But people are not dumb. And when you press on this, see, but no, that's different. You're talking about this. And then this is exactly what's happening. Again and again, Musk insisted that Europe was in decline and dangerous, while those correctly pointed out the US is much more dangerous than the UK when it comes to violent crime. Musk refused to believe that was true. By the end, Musk was so agitated by facing real questions that he just resorted to whining. Oh yeah, narcissists whining. We know that, right? Whining about how awful the media can be. And then he turned into a baby because his feelings got hurt, right? That's narcissist. And then turn into a victim, okay? Then turn into a victim. The media hurt me so much. He seemed to think that his popularity on X, the platform he owns, was evidence that most people actually love him. I mean, this gets so more and more bizarre. This is like straight up, because I don't, in the same time I'm thinking why I'm putting narcissism in here, because this is getting worse. Like, this is getting deep dive pathological narcissism. People love him. After the whining, now it comes, people actually love me. See? And he shows the evidence that people on X, the people that I bought with my BS, they actually love me. This is like surreal stuff. And these people are running our lives. Okay? Like the corrupt city that I was talking about. These people running our lives. Never forget that. This is not entertainment. This is, I'm telling this to you to wake up about what is, correlate this to your actual life. These people run our money, our taxpayers' dollars, our lives, infused into the corrupt cities. Forget about Congress. We already know that. The cities even. Okay? Never forget. 250 million people follow me. Is this already 250 million follow him? Oh my God. When I left Twitter right before he took over, it was 30 million. Now it's 250. Yeah, probably he bought him. I don't know. Musk said, referring to his ex-followers, I keep getting the phone call. Hopefully the live stream is not interrupted. I think a lot more people actually like me than don't. The billionaire then said that a lot of, he was looking into Musk's programming ability, and I was looking into Musk's ability, and you are correct. He's not a top level programmer. The live chat disappeared again. Oh no. Oh man. A lot more people hate you and the media more than you realize. Bourdieu's acknowledged that many people hate journalists, but Musk kept going, repeating, they hate you, they hate you. Yeah, of course, then I'm then turning to babies. I just said that, right? I just said that. They hate you, like an emotionally wounded child. I just said that, right? The article. Guys, I should write articles like this. This is crazy. Everything I say come out of my mouth is just right in front of me. Like, this is happening on live stream. I had not even read this article. Musk flailing tried to come up with some way to attack the Economist specifically. Oh, whoa, of course. Now we in the next phase. Then whining, and then people love me, and then they hate you, and now they will attack you. Okay. There are more people that die in Europe from heat deaths than people that die from gun deaths in America. Oh my God. Why aren't you writing an article about air conditioning? Asked Musk. Well, we have done several on air conditioning, and we had on our cover last week a whole long piece about, said Beddoes. Pro air conditioning? Musk asked sheepishly. Very pro air conditioning, she responded. You should read us sometime. It's kind of a perfect moment. Musk throws out some meaningless gotcha and then asks why the media isn't talking about something that he's become hyper-focused on. In his ignorance, he demonstrates they actually are writing about the thing he cares about, and he just looks like an idiot. Oh my God, I love this article. Now, let's quickly go to the second, and this is from the Yahoo Finance. Suddenly, as his empire crumbles, Elon Musk admits he made a huge mistake with Doge. Wah, wah, wah. Last week, SpaceX's enormous Starship rocket failed to ignite several of its engines, forcing the company to abort its first test launch since its IPO earlier this summer. The scrap served as the perfect metaphor for the space company's ongoing struggles to convince investors of CEO Elon Musk's lofty ambitions which have little to no chance of turning into reality without Starship. While the almost trillionaire has promised that SpaceX will one day be worth more than the rest of the earth. Look at these ginormous wordings. Look at this is like, as I keep saying in this fake spiritual world, the selling of the hope, selling of a bubble, selling of an empty image, like selling of an image of something that you create in your brain. It doesn't matter if it's reality. It's just your imagination. That's what they are selling. This is a con man, okay? That's what con men do. The spiritual world, the spiritual fake gurus, these are con men, con women, whatever. When you sell imagination, that's con man. This guy is a con man because look at the wording. SpaceX will one day be worth more than the rest of the earth. And let me tell you, as a biologist, I get so offended on this sentence. What do you mean? Your SpaceX company, your imagination worth more than the ocean, than the power of nature that kicks you like this with a tsunami, with an earthquake? You will be done and dusted with one earthquake that you will and we will do this in our responsible AI channel. I'll talk about the heat. We will talk about the heat. We will talk about the heat, the data centers, with earthquakes with 11.0 earthquake. It doesn't matter. You will be dust like this. Okay? Doesn't matter if Meta CEO Zuckerberg has a bunker. Doesn't matter if OpenAI CEO has a bunker. All of these trillionaires, billionaires have bunker in their backyard. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You cannot beat nature. Full stop, period. And this word is so disturbing. It is not talk about narcissism anymore. This is beyond narcissism. This is a con man selling hope, imagination, and in a so bizarre, a surreal way that if you are so dumb to believe that, then this shows what kind of world we are living in. Then this doesn't matter anymore. That your living condition, your housing, your transportation, your food, your grocery, it doesn't matter anymore. Because these people run the world with imagination, with a con artist. And this is what I'm trying to explain to you with Elon Musk, that people don't see it. And I don't understand why, because it's not face. Okay, let's keep going. One day will be worth more than the rest of the earth. Its prolonged decline on the stock market suggests, again, if you follow the stock market, it's going downhill. Today was the downhill too. Stock market suggests otherwise. Instead of joining the AI race, SpaceX has resorted to selling compute to its competitors. His EV marketer Tesla, an early pioneer in the adoption of electric vehicles, has also been flailing. Vehicles sales have been plunging as customers are driven away by the richest man in the world's tasteless behavior and erratic commentary. Even recent jumps in revenue were thwarted by major AI-related spending, causing Tesla's share price to tank this week. Yeah, if you followed it, it was very bad. As the result of it all, Musk's empire feels more like it's coming down around him, making it perfectly inconvenient moment for him to sit down with the Economist for an attempt at the clean state. Do you now see connected? I'm glad I choose this article. Do you now see why on Thursday he sat down for the interview? Guys, I swear to God, like everything that come out of my mouth is right here in front of us. Like, I can't believe it. I'm so glad I wrote this before, because I read to you that before, because this is why he did that interview. To, again, a con artist. If you follow the stocks, we're going downhill to this week. And how can he polish the 200, as he said it, a quarter billion people and his investors? Sit down and do some more con artistry. And unfortunately, that backfired. Oh my God. See, I talk about this a lot with my dad, all the time. When there is a whatever you believe in, it doesn't matter. That's the I would say it's natural fact and the spiritual fact. You screw up with earth, the earth will backfire. Okay? Period. I say this as a biologist. Full stop. If you are a horrible human being, do horrible things to human being and to beings as a whole, including nature, animals, plants, oxygen, earth, air, soil, water, doesn't matter, to beings. If you do some bad stuff to beings, it will backfire spiritually too. That come back and bite you. Why? If you are a con artist and you, as I just said in the previous article, you dig yourself deeper because people will see through your BS. And you yourself, not people like us, you yourself dig yourself in their own hole. I'm telling this to you because, as I mentioned to you in that city corruption live stream, and in part 1 and part 2, I said to you, it is like the more you lie, you cheat, and you stay them, and you stay on the right side of the road, no matter how much they coming at you. If you can stay there, they just, I know it's hard, but survive. That's why I keep watch the masterclass. I'm dedicated, right? I explained to you the biology there. If you can stay there, you can literally take a popcorn and watch, digging themselves in their own grave. Why? This literally happened because God, heavens, angels will present it out in the open in front of you. Things get leaked and they have no clue. So I now have so much information, black and white, what the cheats, the collusion, the corruption is right there. And I will take action. You see? So that's why it will always come back and bite you. Them too, whoever does the bad thing. If it's you, then it's you. But that's why I keep saying, that's why all my blueprint master classes, my Get Justice bag, Get Your Abundance bag, these are all my blueprint that's based on staying on the right side of the road at all times when nobody's watching. Can you do that? That's my training. That's what I teach you to do. Because once you do that, once you master that, the earth and the heavens will be your the ones behind your back. You don't have to have people. That's your core, essential core that every single person on this earth needs. But once you do that, that justice and heavenly justice applies full force. Do it. Take my classes and see it. It happens all the time because I'm telling you, when you it hurts. It hurts when people coming at you, liars, cheaters, con artists, from all angles and ruining your life, like deliberately ruining, and you can still be the honest person, the person who stays on the right side of the road. Then let me tell you, they are so exposed. And this comes out of nowhere. And that's why I'm saying these narcissists, these bad people, like also Elon Musk and all the others and the city people, they don't know that they, with all their lies and cheats, lying through their teeth, they believe it's long lasting. They believe that nobody will catch them. Not only that, if you are not stupid and you are awake, you're like, oh my God, it's in my face. But then if you need proof, that even that will come. Black on white, I'm telling you. It's just surreal. That's why, I mean, we can do another video on that because that's separate, because that's what I'm saying. That is what true heaven and earth is. That's what true heaven, or what's the opposite of heaven? Where the devil lives. Anyway, the other, where you burn. So both are, it's all on this earth. I keep saying this. Many religious people disagree with that, and I insist this since I was younger, and I am consistently can prove that, because that's the sin that people don't understand. Can you overcome that sin of not lying when it gets tough? When they suppress you, when they're all at you, and they push you to lie, they push you to cheat, they push you to doing not things that they are against your will. And this masterclass that's coming up next week is about that, your own will that leads to freedom. It's about freedom. What does freedom mean even in the brain? And that is your own will. Can you overcome that push from all the evil people on the outside, and just have a little bit of lie here and there, and then a little bit of cheat, or, going into the sin? Or can you overcome that sin and be actually on the right side of the road? It's hard. On this earth, it's hard. But once you do, then magic happens. On earth, not just from the heavens, I'm telling you, also on earth. That's why I said my justice class, justice on earth and justice from the heavens. Not either one. Both happens. And in my case, within 24 hours. Because it's that powerful that nobody believes. That is, in my opinion, deep religion and deep spirituality. You can talk all day long about whatever, of like a con artist, about some picture that you framing and giving people to believe in hope, believe in, that's not what it is. That's not spirituality. Why would all the deep religious, deep spiritual people, Dalai Lama, Rumi, Shams Tabrizi, Nirvana, why are they all on the mountains? Because it's tough. Because it's tough to overcome sins. Good luck overcoming sins on this earth. And sin is not just sexual, whatever. That too. That too. We talked about this in the previous live stream. That is not just that. My sin that I believe in, what actually means to be religious, is the being on the right side of the road at all times when nobody's watching. Can you not lie when the boss presses you and wants to give the promotion, but they want a little bit of a cheat there? Betray your colleague. Can you stand up and say, no, I will not, on your command, to cheat and betray my colleague? Your colleague like this could betray you. Doesn't matter. It's not your problem. It's their problem. It's this person's problem. That person is a lost person. Lost person. Can you say, and I'm not saying this as a hypothetical theory, I am saying this because I live like this, and that's why all in my career. Good luck doing this at Harvard. Good luck doing this in Turkey in the university. Good luck doing this in Germany to your professor, and especially your colleagues when they mob you non-stop. You are always the outsider because you don't fit in. Why? Because there are so many cheaters. I never in my entire life in school cheated on any exam, and I was always in Ivy League, in good grades all the time. I worked hard where I was, always since childhood. People know me, I'm a hardworking and with good in school, in good my career, whatever. But as I keep saying, I would be proud. My career, it doesn't matter. I would be proud on this earth, when I leave this earth, that I would say I never cheated. I never kissed people's feet and behinds to get there where I wanted, because I achieved a lot of my dreams, made it true, but I didn't give in. And that's why many people didn't want to give me that promotion, or because I'm not in their cult, right? You cheat, I give you the promotion because I scratch your back and you scratch my back, you know? No, I don't give a shit about your back. I deserve that promotion because I worked hard day and night. And if you can't see that and you see me as a threat, that's on you. So can you do that? That's, for me, the sin that people miss. That's deep spirituality, not some woo-woo thing that whatever the heck will happen, God will give you this or give you that. God will, why would God give you something that you cannot even do or hold on, that God said you should do or you don't? I mean, doesn't matter. You are not even be a human being because you're a cheater, because you're a liar. You betray your colleague, you betray your husband, you betray your wife, you betray your children. So what are we talking about? And that's why I'm talking about with these people in this day and age. The narcissism, the mental is just so up there that people cannot even see anymore, like Elon Musk that we talk about, anymore, that they are so deep in the shit that they cannot, even in the past, we would say, how can you put your head at night on your pillow and can sleep? And this day and age, this sentence doesn't make any sense, because they don't believe that they do anything wrong. I just read you. Elon Musk doesn't believe that this and this is absolutely in alignment. So I can live and there's so much abundant of money, but I can be racist too, but both doesn't cancel each other, because doesn't anything. And so when this happens, that this absurdity, the overbearingness of the narcissist, we can say narcissism, we can say overbearing people, are so believe in their own crap, that this means that they don't have any guilt anymore. And when guilt is lost in the society, it means it's a dangerous society. Nobody has any guilt anymore of any wrongdoing, because they don't believe that there's any wrongdoing. Of course you will cheat your colleague to get the promotion, because of course I want my family to live in good whatever. I have children in school, of course as a father, as a mother, I want to support my children, so of course I will cheat and do whatever I do to get that promotion. No sir, no ma'am, you will sell your soul to the evil, and that's where everything begins. When you don't have that radar, then you miss that exponentially growing small pieces of danger, of cheating and danger and more danger. Then you are having your brain twisted that you normalize those behavior as, of course the world is so tough, of course the more money I make to feed my children, then of course I will do that. Then it gets more and more and more into direction of normalization of these bad behaviors. And that is the problem. That's why religion or spirituality is where it is now, because nobody observed really what that means, and nobody has, because of that, no shame anymore about anything, because there's nothing wrong on this. Do you get what I'm saying? It's literally matches with the previous video of there is no guilt, no shame, no blame, no, of course it's just, of course it's normal. And can you be in that type of earth, staying on the right side of the road? And if you can, I'm telling you, the reward is off the scale. Heavenly and on this earth, both. And you will be protected at all times. This is literally my blueprint, and this is for your rest. Once you master that, there is no returning back on that. And that, my friend, will help you your entire life. Entire life. Again, I never talk anything theory, anything on my channel, and anywhere privately or anywhere I talk. I'm talking because I did it, because I know it for a fact. And that's the difference. And that is different from a con artist that just throw up theories there without having a real life proof. Okay, let's quickly get this done. So, in the interview published Thursday, Musk claimed that he got, I want to see the live chat actually, hold on. Yay, now I see the Lily. Oh my god, I missed you. I love you, your cut through the BS attitude. Oh my god, thank you so much. Thank you too. Heaven and hell. Yes, you always correct me on this. Absolutely, heaven and hell. Yeah, see, the psychology is playing here. When you don't remember this. If you don't remember a word, there's a psychological reason for that. I never talk about even hell. Sometimes I have hell, but in that situation, I didn't even remember that. That's psychology. Thank you for your integrity. Thank you. Oh my goodness. I'm so happy that you're here. I hope you didn't leave, because see, I didn't even see that you guys write on this. See, that's what I'm saying. I'm missing people because I don't even see the chat that you guys write anything. Oh, Lily, oh my goodness. Oh my god. Hold on. All right. This is so amazing. Thank you. Hopefully you will come back. Oh man. By this effort, so Musk lamented that he got a little too involved in politics and got carried away. Oh, you're here! Ah! You always lift my heart. Yay, you too! Oh my God! I'm so happy that you're here. Thank you. I missed you. Hope you're doing well. Oh, this is nice. Oh, you're so sweet. Oh, you made my night. This is so great. Going South Garage and you. This is so nice to see you guys. Oh my God. By his efforts to systematically got the improved government with the help of his so-called Department of Government Efficiency during the early days of second Trump administration. The scars Doge leaves behind are as evident now as they have ever been. Instead of cutting spending, the group forced tens of thousands of government workers out of their jobs, laid waste to foreign aid with catastrophic consequences, and leaked highly sensitive data. It has sparked waves of protests, hollowed out the Social Security Administration, and fundamentally undermined the role of science in the United States. Perhaps worst of all to Musk, his disastrous stint as a special employee in Washington, D.C. has last year has made him staggeringly unpopular. See, that's what he's caring about. I just can't believe this is, I told you, it's in your face. The narcissism is off the charts and he can't even see it. So the most of it all, we just listed what the worst was, right? People have died because of this. So let's recap. He said it, let's say it again. The group forced tens of thousands of government workers out of their jobs. 1. Laid waste to foreign aid with catastrophic consequences like death of children. Leaked highly sensitive data. If you have to subscribe to our responsive AI, because data security is like my thing, okay? This is for me insanity. The data being leaked non-stop, I get news on this, is insane. And then the spark of waves of protests hollowed out the Social Security Administration. Basically, your retirement will be gone, obviously. Okay? But worse, this is not worse. This is not worse. The worst thing is he became so unpopular. And Tesla and stocks are tanking because of that. Do you see? Like, this is like what I'm talking about. Like, so out there, like so off the scale, the narcissism, that he can't see anything. It's just, of course he got so unpopular. Of course that's the worst thing ever. I just don't understand. Okay? This is surreal. This is actually surreal. And I got a lot of flack from this, for this, obviously. He conceded in the Economist interview. So obviously, he got so much backlash from that. He got so unpopular, which is so important. And this is the only important thing, the most important thing. Now that his empire is looking worse for wear, it's no wonder Musk is looking for an opportunity to tell the public that he's moved on from helping the Trump administration dismantle the government. Of course, it is about him, his stocks, remember, he's not getting paid. He doesn't have a salary. His money is stocks. Okay? And this is how he overcomes the taxes. So, it is only about him. And because the worst thing ever was that he got so unpopular, like a crybaby, we just talked about that, then of course he's not supporting the Trump administration anymore. But who believes that? Who believes that? If you haven't already, I encourage you to watch that responsible AI video that I made, my prediction 2023. I predicted word for word about this. And everything I said happened in 2025 and 2023. I predicted Doge. I talked about Elon Musk there, AI and all that. I talked about OpenAI. I talked about all of this, and everything I said happened. And guess what? That video in 2023, I said that Elon Musk came to the Capitol, came to the Congress, and met with whom? Chuck Schumer and a Republican senator. And watch what I said there. This has nothing to do. I said there that he should stay away from our government because he pitched AI to Chuck Schumer and to a Republican senior senator. You can't make this stuff up. Like, you must watch it. I marked those points and matched it to 2026 and 2025. And Doge is not a coincidence. Has nothing to do with Trump. My God, you must watch that video. Go and also subscribe, because I will talk about the heat wave and the data centers. And guess what? I just said it today to somebody. Today's news, Google is actually getting bankrupt in cash because the AI data centers eat money like a maniac. Google is running out of cash minus. Are we in the bubble bursting yet? Watch this today that I said that. Just watch. Mark this. I just said it today, July 24th. I said that. The bubble is already bursting. Google is running out of cash, is in minus, because the AI data centers are eating up the cash like crazy. Are we in the bubble bursting time period yet? I said 1.5 years ago that I kept saying that we, the people, will win. The Gen Zs will save the world. The Gen Zs in India are being called cockroach, right? They are now even got so far that Congress people joined them this week, a few days ago. So the people, humanity will win, because I told you, even people on his X is pointing out his BS, and he gets more and more unpopular, and his tanks, and Tesla is tanking, SpaceX is tanking, couldn't get this ship up. So, and he is crying like a crybaby that he got so unpopular because of Doge. No, it's nothing to do with that. You are the problem, because you are so up there, believe that people cannot see through you. That's what I'm talking about. You will dig yourself into your own grave. You will. That's doesn't matter how horrible the world has become. There is justice on earth and justice from the heavens. and both will apply. And again, has nothing to do with them. I keep saying that. Spirituality, psychology has nothing to do with the other person. It's about you and you only. And that's why I keep saying this, because every person that would have do that, not just now, throughout the entire history of humankind. We know when you look at religious history, how much they betrayed all the prophets, right? They killed the prophets. They were attempt to murder the prophets because they were the outsiders. They were not in that cult of what they created. The same thing in work environments. They create their own cult and then they mob you because you're the person not scratching their back. You are the black sheep. If you are a black sheep, we the people all over the world are rising. Astrology speaks to this, Pluto in Aquarius. Exactly, yes. And if you watch that, I don't know if you did, but I've done the Pluto in Aquarius video and full moon in Aquarius for each sign. You watch that because I described what are we leaving behind and what are we going towards and what came out for the entire A to Z. What came out was shocking. You must watch it. If you haven't, it is unbelievable. And this is exactly the bottom line is no more pretending. No more pretending. No more becoming for other people somebody. It's about who we actually are, like ourselves. I want to say authenticity, but this word with Meghan Markle has become such a bad word, but it's actually that, like yourself, like who you are actually. That came out for everyone. And this is, if this is not Aquarius, I don't know what is. This is where we're heading. This is our true self that we need to go, and no more I'm working for this, I'm doing this for the other person. No, it's just who are you? Focus on that and bring that forward. And I hope I can be the guide for that. But that is the bottom line. Because again, can you stay on the right side of the road at all times when nobody's watching? Because then all of this is their own digging, and that has nothing to do with us. Because in our micro world, meaning your own life, your housing, your groceries, your paying bills, I mean, this is like, let's talk about our micro lives. When in our micro lives, when we apply that and be ourselves, because that matters at that time, right? Because when you say, okay, how can we apply this to our micro lives, right? That's how we apply it. And when you say, okay, when we do this, how is a horrible world? We just talked about this in the previous video. The horrible world, right? So dangerous, so horrible. And how can we still like that, right? I just said it in the beginning, in the previous video. When people stare, you just be the person. Even though when other people in the past, people would say, that's okay, that's normal, she defends herself. But in this day and age, people will think like I'm a Karen, or you know what I mean? Or she's like crazy woman. Why did she let it go? No, I'm not letting it go. I don't care what you call me, Karen or whatever. if my safety is on the line, I'm turning into a tiger, and that's it. And that is what the truth is. Your safety, your life, your micro life is where you need to apply that first. And then it will go down like a prickle from the mountain to the bottom to everybody. Because then that person will not recognize it. That person will not recognize it. That person not, but that person will. And that person will then see you as, okay, if this person, remember our master class, this is literally, I am courageous. That master class, watch that. Because that is when you, this is neurology, when you see it from other people, that your brain see it as you have done it already, and then you apply it yourself, because then you say, she did it, she did it, I can do it too. And that is how, and I keep saying this since I was 12 years old, that this is how this, because when I became an activist, like anti-smoke activist at the age of 12, that's how I said it. Like people poo-pooed me and said, what are you putting this stuff on your wall, like don't smoke, blah blah, nobody sees that, nobody cares, like why is this on your wall? I said, you can educate first in your family, and then in your neighborhood, and your neighbors, and then your friends, and this is how it grows. You can't do it like from top to bottom. It has to spread. Like in this day and age, it's called grassroots. I'm talking about the 80, end of 80s. Okay, I don't even know. Grassroots is just the new thing that I know now. But this is what it is, the grassroots, if you will. That's what it is. The people around you, your families, and then your friends, and these and that. This is how it grows. This is, you are important. Never forget that. You lead the world. You lead your micro world. And as I just said, to give you an example, when this is intact, spiritually and on earth, then it expands, and then you will be protected from the heavens, and you will protect it on the earth, because it works. It is how it is. This is the reality of life. But we cannot keep blaming like a narcissist. Oh, X, Y, and Z is the horrible people, and I'm such a, like the fake spiritual world is like pretending, showing to you that I'm such an angel, but everybody's so bad. But at the same time, I'm a con artist, so, but that's not bad because I'm a spiritual guru, so I can spread hope. I can sell hope. So that's not bad, but everybody else is bad and I am the angel. What? That doesn't work that way. That's not spirituality. Again, in my books, how I do it, how I teach it, how I present it, how I understand it and observed all these years of reading, studying all the religions, the conclusion of analysis is that when you overcome the sins, I don't care what religion it is, Christianity, Islam, Judaism or Buddhism, it's the overcoming of the sin. And the sin is a lot of deep stuff, like not lying when you should, or when you are pressed, not, I don't know, cheating on your wife or your husband when it's attempt to, when you are knowing that it's not good for your health because your glucose, blood sugar is on the edge, or even you are almost type 2 diabetes. That muffin just screams at you, but you know you shouldn't eat it. That's, if you cannot eat it, that's overcoming the sin. If you are in a department store and you don't need that jeans, you don't need that beautiful blouse, but it looks so good, and you know that $15, $20 is actually a broccoli, it's actually a nice, actually 3 days of meal, maybe a good, just one dinner in a good restaurant to eat good meals, good food, maybe it's a milk, a bottle of milk, and maybe it's a cup of milk to your children. Can you overcome that? That's in my abundance class. That is in my abundance class. When you do that, within 1.5 hours, you will get abundance. Not just money and abundance. Whatever abundance means for you at that moment, but also money. Okay? That's sin. I was meant to hear this tonight. I'm going to check your masterclass. Oh my God, yes. So check my masterclasses and check my courses. Courses on my website, draygunshahin.com/courses, and the masterclasses in my neurohypersensitivity YouTube channel. Okay, so can I write these here? No, I can't. Oh my God, how can I write in here? I can't. Okay, hold on. I will do it. Okay, let me see. So I will write it in the chat right now so that you have it. Oh my God, I'm so happy that you guys joined. That was so good. And so you know, most likely next week I won't be able to do it because I will tell you why next time when we join. But in the midweek, maybe I will do something in the midweek. But you let me know what topics you want me to talk about. It's easier for me that way. So then it's because this week will be very full of week. So then it will be easier for my brain because I'm doing so many master classes. It's exhausting actually. So I put out 3 videos per week with the master classes and with journaling and with the intuitive insights weekly. So three videos, and then I will do responsible AI, and then I write a newsletter on LinkedIn. So it's a lot of stuff. So it really will be helpful if you tell me what exactly you guys want from me, okay? So hold on. Live here. Okay, right now. Okay, so live chat. Yay! Oh my God, this is so great. Okay, so my justice. It's okay. Get your justice back. 3-step blueprint, and get your abundance back. 1-step blueprint. These are my courses, and these are on my website, draygunshahin.com/courses. And then my master classes, practical neuroscience, NHS practical neuroscience master classes are at my new channel at Neuro Hypersensitivity. There you go. Yes, you can click there and then subscribe. And then the responsible AI and data security channel, where I did all the predictions, and it's just, that video is up, posted this week. I republished that. It's insane. So that is in the new responsible AI channel, and the heat and the data centers is coming up. Okay. YouTube is responsible AI with Dr. Ayguen Sahin. Responsible AI. Yes, that's the channel. All right. So you can check that out there. Okay. So let me get out from here. All right. So, yes, so definitely check that out. And I would like to end this here. It was so great to see you guys. This turned out to be such a great video live stream. Your contribution made it so much fun. It's so great to see you guys. I'm so happy that you joined and so happy for the conversation. You guys let me know, watch these videos that I mentioned, check out the class, the master class, and also let me know in the comments what you like me to do next, what topics you are interested in, and happy to do that. Okay, so sending you so much love, happy weekend and happy Friday night, and see you in the Sunday journaling and of course in the master classes. Okay, so bye bye, see you soon.